Hello and welcome to your Sandpiper 399 loft. Starting right up front, crank jack, crank that up and down. For your propane tanks, left and right side, you can control which side you take the propane from by twisting this nozzle. It has a little arrow on it, so you can choose whatever. When you turn these on and get propane going through them, these will turn green, but there's no propane in them at the moment. When you do get them, there will be. But this is just to show you. Well, there we go. So open it up, turns green. Once it's done, it'll turn red. You can go ahead and flip it back to the other one, and then vice versa. You start with this one, this empties, go ahead, flip it, and whatnot. Right behind there, you have your battery. Moving along, you're gonna have your fresh tank drain there. Your fresh tank, which I'll get to in just a second, show you where it is placement wise. But you're gonna want to fill that up if you're going out in the middle of nowhere and dropping this down. You can go ahead and fill that fresh tank, turn on the water pump, and then use that water in that tank to then push it through your lines. And then this is just where you empty it, so if there's excess water, you can go ahead and empty it before you go ahead and leave. Low point drains are going to be just next to it, hot and cold side there. Here's your camp power or shore power here. Satellite, cable, black tank flush. Your black tank flush is going to be a sprinkler inside your black tank, which helps may get anything that may have gotten stuck out. So with that, the black tank is going to be like your toilet water. Gray tank is going to be your showers and sinks. I'll show you that in just a minute, but I'm just going to continue on. But once again, black tank helps flush anything that may have gotten stuck on the way out. Down here, city water connection and fresh water connection. City water, this is when you go to a campground or somewhere where it has an outside water source. You go ahead, put it in there, and then that will then take this water and push it through your lines. I do recommend a water pressure regulator, just because if campgrounds are pushing too much power, it has a chance to actually damage your lines. So I just recommend getting one of those. Freshwater connection. This is that fresh tank that I was just talking about. You go ahead, insert a hose here. You can fill it up. You can read it on the inside how full it's getting, and then you can use that water pump to then take this water and push it through your lines. But all you do is fill up a tank with that one. Outside shower, the hot and cold side there, and then you're gonna have your shower head underneath. For your tires, you're gonna have green caps on them, which indicates that they're filled with nitrogen. You are able to fill them with regular air. It doesn't inflate or deflate with temperature change. Moving up, you're gonna have your water heater. So you're gonna have an anode rod. So that's what this is here. It's tightened in, so I can't show you what it is, but it's basically just a long metal rod which inserts there, and you can tighten that down with a 1 1/16 socket. That socket, make sure it's nice and tight, and then go ahead on the inside of your camper, turn on the hot side of your faucet, and eventually get running water out. So what I mean by that is just turn on the hot side, it'll sputter. And what I mean by getting a good flow is just make sure there's no more sputtering. It's constant water, and you can go ahead and then turn on the water heater. To empty it, all I do is pull this valve here. It's a pressure release. You'll hear it hiss and die out. Once it's done hissing, go ahead, remove this with the socket, and then the water will then drain right off of there. Once it's done draining, you can put the anode rod wherever you want. Go ahead, pop that down, and put this back up. Here's gonna be a furnace exhaust. So your furnace exhaust, all the excess heat will kick out of here. So this will get very hot. So if you have any little kids or someone who may not know, just let them know, don't touch that because it will get burned. Down here, this is gonna be your sewer connection there. So that's where everything, your black tank, your toilet, and your gray tank is going to drain. Like I said, your black tank is going to be your toilet water, and gray tank is going to be shower, sink, etc. So I recommend do the black tank first, just because that's the dirtiest water, and then the gray tank last, just to give it one last little flush before you go ahead and put your hands on it. Including the black tank flush, just black tank flush, shut the black tank, and then open the gray valve, let the gray tank drain. So where those poles are going to be right up top there. They're all going to be labeled. Let me get a good view. Oh, but that's where they're going to be. You pull those and they'll drain right out of here. On the other side, you have your outside speakers here, 110 outlet, and satellite input, just in case you do decide to have a TV outside. Just below here, you're gonna have your LP quick connect. So if you have a grill or griddle, you can go ahead, insert it there, and then pop this straight, and then the gas will then release from that tab there. You're gonna have your slider, your porch light, which is gonna be that orange light there, your awning LED. All right, we're gonna enter through the back here. Open this up. So this back entrance goes right into your back bedroom. Right here, you're gonna have your starter kit. So this is gonna be your sewer hose. The sewer hose is, I'd say, a weak one. I do recommend getting the quote-unquote indestructible one, just because this is the last thing you want to break and start leaking, because like I said, it's your sewer pipe. So those indestructible ones, actually, you can run them over with a car and whatnot, just for a brief example, and they won't end up breaking. These will eventually break, like I said, so that's the last thing you want to break, so I just recommend getting an indestructible one. Drinking hose, 110 adapter there, so you can plug it into a house. Like I said, this is a destination trailer, so if you do decide to plug it in before you take it on vacation, you can get the fridges cool with that. Then a 50 to 30 adapter there. So with these stairs, those will go just underneath your slide, which is out front. I'll show you where those hook up to. Moving on to the right side here, you're gonna have your lights, both of them, on top there and up in here. Moving through the door, you're gonna have light switches in here, stair lights, and then these lights for your loft area. This is going to be your bathroom. On the right here, you're gonna have your fan on, fan off, and then your light switch. So for your toilet, it is going to be a foot flush. All you do is put your foot up, press down, and then it'll flush. You are going to need toilet solution along with RV grade toilet paper. The toilet paper will help break down easier, so it won't clog your lines. And then the solution will help break down solids and smells. For the shower, some people just put it down like that. You're gonna need to actually push down and hear it click. That's when you know it's actually locked and won't move. Because like I said, one more time, some people just set it down like that. You wanna make sure you actually hear it click before you go ahead and leave. Moving to your electric panel here, you can black and grays, whatever you want to empty. And then you have a reader for your black, gray, galley, freshwater tank, and then your battery. You have your water heater here. So this is that switch. You can go ahead and flick it on. Water pump. So when you have water in your fresh tank, you can turn this on and take water from that fresh tank and push it through your line so you have running water. Awning, extend, and retract. So I'm gonna open this slider for you, just to show you, extending. extended when the excess flap kind of falls down, and then you're able to see the black bar behind it, which should be right there. So there's the flap, and then there's the black bar behind it. To pitch it for the rain, you pull down here, and then you can push it back up to then reel it back in. Those stairs that I showed you in the back room will hook on right there and kind of fall down. Just gonna show this. And then lock. Moving forward, hall light. Ceiling. Porch light, which is that orange light I showed you outside. And then your awning light, which I also showed you outside. For your slide outs, it's gonna be your bed. So here, I'll open this door so you can actually see it. I don't know why I didn't think about that. So this is the far right slide out button, I should say. You'll kind of hear it die off, and you're fully out. That's how much space it gives you. Then moving to this next one. So it's two at the same time. So notice how I just kept holding the whole time. Once this one fully extends, that one will then open up as well. There you go. And that's it for your controller panel here. Dropping down to your, there we go, your fuses. I do recommend bringing some extra ones just in case, but that's just a personal opinion. You can pick them up at any auto parts store, so like an AutoZone or anything like that. There we go. And then your breakers down here, you can have all of them. They're all labeled just like a house would be. Lights. Far right one. There we go. And then this right here turns on that fan. Has 3 settings, 3, 2, 1, and off, and then you can just flip it off as well, and it'll slowly die out. For your fan, it's down in the corner there. Then for your thermostat, you're gonna have off, fan low, fan high, cool low, auto, high auto, and then heat. And you adjust your temperature with the up and down arrows there. I don't know if you'll be able to reach, but if you do want it just dumped out the sides, leave these open. But if you want to push through your ducts, go ahead, close those, and then they'll slowly pass through and get spread out to your other rooms. For your fridge lock, all you do is just turn it left. It'll unscrew. There we go. Set that there a minute. Open this up. water filter here, just sitting in this compartment. Otherwise, temperature is here, and then this will be a reader, water filter, and whatnot. Otherwise, residential size fridge. And for your freezer, you just lift up slightly and pull, and you'll have an ice box there. It has a little bit of antifreeze in it. You might want to rinse that out. You can go ahead and push that back, and screw this back in. You'll have to line it up. It'll go right in there. Moving forward, pantry, microwave, for your stove, and here, turn on the fan. You can hear it slowly start to kick on. Lights, and then to ignite, you just press, turn, and then since, like I said, there's not much gas in here, it's not going to light right away. So you just press, turn, and eventually it'll spark and ignite. For your oven, same deal. Press, turn, and then eventually it'll ignite in the back. And once it does, you can adjust to your temperature. TV, light switch there. Just beneath it is going to be your stereo here. So you have A, C, which is your outside speakers, and B spread out to your other ones up on the ceiling there. Or you can do all three at the same time. You can do pair to connect to your phone. Then you can choose this, which goes between, you can see up top there, HDMI, Bluetooth, TV, aux, FM, optical, and then volume, up, down. You can skip channels, and then put a disc in, eject, then you have a USB there as well. Tap, turn off. For your space heater here, far right is on. Going from far left, you have a timer, which goes up to 9 hours. You have low and high fan speed, rock color, and then flame color. Then once again, far right is on and off. Just gonna move that in a minute. For this couch, let's turn these lights on. Grabbing her here, lift up. So these come out just like that. And then all you do is lift up and out. This folds into a bed. And then this folds down like that. And it just folds right back into place. You go ahead, grab your cushions, and put them right back. And this is for your second AC here. All the same controls that I showed you, but for this one here. And for this side, those lights there. Sit down, pull, You can lean back to fully extend it. Sit up and then just kick right back in. Space here with this is gonna be your space heater controller, and then TV and your stereo remotes there. Same for this one. Just pull, you can lean back once it's out. There you go, lean back, can kick out, and then sit back up, kick those back in. So moving on to this here, and have under lights. And then this is gonna be your carbon monoxide detector. So you can see it's checked there, the green light is on. So that obviously it's always on as a safety feature. So what I mean by that is that green light will always stay on. So if you're not hooked up to shore power, it'll go off of your battery. So what I do highly recommend is if you're gonna leave this camper for about 3 to 4 days, I just recommend taking the negative end off of the battery so it can't take the power from it, because that little green light will eventually kill your battery. And besides that has been your orientation on your loft. Enjoy.